Hey folks, this is Wistful Dale here, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to another reaction video here. So, in this video here folks, as you all can see, I'm going to be listening to yet another album that my best friend James has made, and this one here is called The Depression Files. Now, before we begin, I do want to say real quick that I have a different plan in mind for this one here, since it's so freaking big. This is like the biggest that he's done or whatever. There's like, what, 21? Yeah, 22. There's up to 22 songs in this. So since this is so goddamn big, because he just loves to torture me, and I really have a shit ton of time on my hands. No. But, anyway, since this is so big and everything, I decided to go ahead and divide this up. This is all going to be in the same video here, but what I plan on doing here with this first cut here is to listen to the first 11 songs, and then give my final verdict from there, from the first half, and then continue onwards to the second half. And whichever half I felt was overall better, or what songs I overall liked better, is going to be number one. So like if I ended up liking a song, and the first part here, for instance, that's going to be up to number one. Unless something from the other half is better, or what I felt was the most best, then that would be number one, and whatever was my first favorite from part one is going to be carried over into the second section or whatever. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm basically cutting this in half, to say the least, basically, but I'm doing this in cuts here, so this is all going to be in one video here, but I only have so much time that I can do and everything. So for this first part here, which is part one here, basically, of two, we're going to be going up to the 11th song, which is Moonlight, and then we're going to continue onwards through the second half, all the way to the very end. You folks got that now? So I'm basically just cross-section this massive sandwich that you had to make for me, James. So anyway, so that's my ideal plan here and everything that I plan on doing here. So you folks better get comfy. If you couldn't tell by the timestamp or whatever, this is going to be a long video here. And long as it's going to be here, folks. So get some popcorn, get a soda. I don't know, just get real nice and comfy, because this is going to be a long video here. So sit back and enjoy this cold winter night with me, because it's going to be very depressing. And that's the last thing that I want to say here before we jump in and continue here, folks. As I say every single time before making a review on his music and everything, and even though it's obviously kind of noticed and obvious and everything, I'm still going to say it nonetheless each and every single time, that this video here, it's going to be dark, it's going to be depressing, it's going to be very heavy, very triggering and everything. You know, it's going to be very heavy, very serious, very emotional stuff here. So I'm advising each and every one of you, I'm letting you all know here and now, that if you can't handle that kind of stuff, or if it's a bit too much, and if you can't handle serious trigger themes at the moment, I would advise that it's probably best that you wait this video off until you're mentally okay or psychologically okay, you know, and whatnot. It's overall better for your mental health to be okay than to check out and see what my reaction is to this long video here. And trust me, this is going to be long. So, yeah, it's going to be a long, very rough, very bumpy ride, but you folks are going to be strapping on here with me. But before we get on board per se, you know, I'm letting you folks know here and now that, you know, maybe it's best for you to not get on this nightmare hellish roller coaster ride, in a sense, you know. But anyway, for those of you that are staying, and for everyone else that is staying on board, let's buckle on up, strap on down, get your popcorn, get your soda, get, I don't know, whatever you snack or choose to eat while binge watching, and we're gonna strap on here, folks. So here we go with part one here, from the first song all the way up to the 11th one. Let's jump on in. So let's check out the first song here, Failure. Let's check it out. Oh, before we actually begin, I do want to say real fast that this is made by my best friend James and everything, you know, Jamie. This is his music. It's hyper pop and everything, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. And depressing, too, and everything. I just wanted to add that in because I didn't make any of this shit, okay? My best friend made it. But, alright. Anyway, now let's jump on in.
I don't wanna fade, I just wanna be okay. I don't wanna die, I'm starting to lose my way. Falling into pieces almost every day. Losing who I was in the darkest way. Always overwhelmed with emotion. Try to break the silence and I'll sink in the ocean. Try to break the silence but I'm so in emotion. I'm sinking silently while I'm feeling hopeless. I keep begging for help, but I'm stuck feeling dead inside. And I'm trying to explain, but it comes out wrong almost every time. What do you want from me? To try to better myself, I just keep on failing. I am a failure and my life is on the line. I don't wanna do this. It's getting harder to prove it. I'm starting to lose it. Dead on the inside, starting to feel incapable, erasable. Why keep on trying when I keep denying any help because of who the fuck I am? Like damn, how can I call myself a man when I'm anything but that? I keep begging for help, but I'm stuck feeling dead inside. And I'm trying to explain, but it comes out wrong almost every time. What do you want from me? To try to better myself, I just keep on failing. I am a failure and my life is on the line.
Alrighty. Not a bad start. No, decent. That's a decent start. But alrighty. Overall, that was alright. You know, I would say, you know, good enough. It's passable, I'd say. So now let's look at the second one here. And also, this is nice as well that we have a playlist as well. That's gonna be really nice to help divide this monster album, you know, from before, as I said. That's gonna be nicer instead of having it be one huge thing. This is like 40 to 50 minutes here total that we're listening to and looking at here. So yeah. Anyway, we're gonna check out the second song now, Forget Me.
I've done so much, hard to accept the facts within. Just a simple cut and the pain I put me in. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. I try to lie to you about my feelings too. Know what to do to bring myself back from this heart attack. Sitting here without a fucking clue, losing myself quicker than I'm losing you. I did this to myself, yeah, I'll live with it. I'm a problem and I can't solve this shit. I really hope you stay strong, forget me and move along. I know that I am wrong, I was awful all along.
Oh, that's what he's saying.
Quicker than this, I can't predict almost anything. All of the time that I have
Yeah, with that echo effect of him saying forget me, I kept honestly hearing get me instead of forget me. Still, not bad. Honestly, I would say that's a little better than forget me, honestly. No, that's a little better than the first one, failure. I'm already forgetting the titles, oh jeez. But yeah, so far, number 2 is number 1, but that's probably going to change. Still got a shit ton to go to. So anyway, now we're going to look on over to rinse and repeat. Repeat.
Couldn't lose you, yet I'm stuck in this predicament. Kill off my brain for me. I'm backing down again, I don't wanna breathe again. Every person I was trusted turned on me, so it's hard for me to take your word. I feel like a broken soul, the soul that lost its glow to life, giving me moments I don't wanna remember. Rinse and repeat it, minds just keep bleeding. Every wound I make, I feel like I need it. Yet it had me teething. Every damn second, I wish I would quit breathing. Rinse and repeat it, minds just keep bleeding. Every wound I make, I feel like I need it. Yet it had me seething. I feel like I'm selfish. Every damn second, I wish I would quit breathing. Toxic. That's how my brain is. Toxic. That's how my mind is. I wish I could leave it. I'm trying to take these simple steps to build me up, but I always fall back down. I'll just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat it, minds just keep bleeding. Every wound I make, I feel like I need it. Yet it had me seething. I feel like I'm selfish. Every damn second, I wish I would quit breathing. Rinse and repeat it, minds just keep bleeding. Every wound I make, I feel like I need it. Yet it had me seething. I feel like I'm selfish. Every damn second, I wish I would quit breathing. I wish I would quit breathing. I wish I could quit breathing.
Alright. I know these are depressing and all, like always, but that's a really good tone and beat. That's catchy as hell, man. Like, now it's stuck in my head now. So yeah. I'd say that this is number 1 up here, rinse and repeat. Pretty damn good. Catchy as hell. Has a good loop and beat towards it. Definitely very good. Number 1 so far. It's definitely something I could awkwardly jam out to, even though the lyrics are anything to jam out on. But yeah, very good lyrics and beat with that. So far, rinse and repeat is number 1. Number 1. Now let's check out aLOT. The 4th song.
Walking hopeless, feeling broken. Out the window goes all my hopes and dreams. All my hopes and dreams. All my hopes and dreams. Simple lies, I don't know what's the truth and what is not. Simple times come and go. Now
That's what you're making me think of, a zombie just being trapped in like its own coffin, and it's like still alive or whatever, and it's basically saying, just let me, die already. Like, let's move on from this already. Let me pass on or whatever. Like it's like someone's still alive or whatever in the sense, and it's like, just let me go already. Like Grim Reaper, just come get me already, for God's sake. I'm like a rotting fruit here. Definitely depressing. Still a good catch and everything. You're getting pretty damn good with your beats. Definitely much better than the last little mini album that you did before. Anyway, we're gonna look at Monster in My Head.
Sometimes I don't know what to...
Wait, hang on. I'm gonna reset you.
Sometimes I don't know what to think. I feel like I can't make my own decisions. But every decision I make haunts me. It hurts me. And it hurts those that support me. But I'm too afraid to make change. It's like something inside of me just won't go away. Every habit, every addiction, everything that's hurt me, I just let it take over my life. I can't wake up, I wanna give up. Let me rest my head till the daylight ends. I keep making decisions that keep haunting me. Monster in my head, it won't set me free. Nah. Sometimes at night I cannot breathe. These panic attacks just won't leave. Let me be. I try to talk to people that I've wronged, but my own obsessions make me weak. I cannot think, cannot be better. Hard to forget, easy to remember. I can't wake up, I wanna give up. Let me rest my head till the daylight ends. I keep making decisions that keep haunting me. Monster in my head, it won't set me free. Nah.
Definitely got me close there with that. Damn. Should have done that from the beginning, is take these guys off. But yeah, that was definitely... That was a close one. Oh man, damn. So now we got... Drugs. I can't see well without my glasses. But if I tear up and cry, my whole vision's gonna be all blurred up and shit. So every time I get close or anything, tears and everything, that's why I take them off beforehand. Because I hate wiping my glasses, and now I got eye burns. So I live in the desert. It's sand, not tears, folks.
What do you want? You wanna help me? Keep me from killing who I want to be. I know I was wrong, but I let myself die when I gave in. All of these drugs, they kill me slow. Let me die. What do you know? Who am I to even care? I let these drugs, let them kill me there. All of these drugs, they kill me slow. Let me die. What do you know? Who am I to even care? I let these drugs, let them kill me there. Scratching and clawing, try to escape, stuck in addiction. It gets my mental state. I don't get it, I don't know. Pop a pill, feel a little more. I feel
Okay, is it odd for me to say that that felt like the most happily upbeat so far? I'm not too sure. By the way, Monster in My Head is number 1 so far, I'd say. Yeah, the one that, yeah, number 5. I'd say that's my favorite one so far that we have at the moment. But yeah, Drugs legit, honestly, I don't know, it just felt like the most uppity to me, weirdly enough. I don't know why. But anyway, so now we got where we're at, the 7th or song? Yeah, the 7th one. Jeez. It's hard for me to see with this. Yeah. Number 7, and we got Time Is Running Out. It's running out for all of us, bud. Everyone.
I'm stuck here in my bed. Can't remember anything. Memory is overloaded. Lost myself to eternal dreams. Tripping up the shit I smoke. I am not me anymore. Everyone hates my habits, but I'm far too good. I'm a broken man without a plan, and I lost myself to my addiction. I crave relief, it's the only thing that brings me peace. My life is on a leash because so many bad things kill me with these. Time is running out, let me go before I'm gone. I am a victim of constant relapse. Hard to overcome the urges I got. Tripping up the shit I smoke. I am not me anymore. Everyone hates my habits, but I'm far too good. I'm a broken man without a plan, and I lost myself to my addiction. I crave relief, it's the only thing that brings me peace. My life is on a leash because so many bad things kill me with these. Time is running out, let me go before I'm gone.
Pretty damn good. Still not as good as Monsters in My Head, but you know, pretty good so far. I would say that's 2nd or 3rd. And now I got dust in my eye. Thank you, James. I promise it's not tears. It's one thing that sucks about living in the state that I'm in. It's so damn dry here that my tears legit turn to sand and my eyes just burn and sting. So anyway, we got the 8th, my bad. We got the 8th song now, Change. Alright. Will change bring the change for number 1, or will the monsters in his head or my head stay the same? Let's see, folks. I'm trying to add a bit of lightheartedness to this. I hate you, drama.
I'll try to tell you things I've always wanted to, but I lost my cool and I fucked my mood, and I don't even know what to do. I lost my shit and I fell off a ledge into the dark and eternal abyss. I just keep falling, it's almost endless. As I fall, I have these thoughts of me when I'm not lost. All I do is pray for change. When I lose my mind and harm my brain, I have these thoughts of me when I'm not lost. All I do is pray for change. When I lose my mind and all my brain, I always chase some relief. I commit all these bad deeds. I wanna change, I wanna change, I wanna change, I want to change, yeah. I wanna change, I wanna change, I wanna change, I wanna change, I wanna change.
Pretty damn good, I gotta say. I'd say that would probably be in 3rd or 4th place, honestly. Also, don't give my numbers that I place in here like an actual full verdict of it, because I'm not too entirely sure myself, that honestly, and there's so many that we're gonna be looking at in this video here. But overall, Monsters in My Head is still number 1 in this place here, but definitely not a bad song either. And yes, I'm using this like a freaking oh god, whatever, like a magnifying glass or some shit, alright? I'm not gonna throw these on to put them back off. I'm not doing that. So I'm just gonna use this as like a monocle or some crap, alright? So now we got the 9th one, and this is Knife Right to the Heart. Oh boy, lovely. This sounds like a tearjerker.
It's time to say where I have been. I've been lost inside of my head. Maybe it's stupid, I'm filled with dread. I heard every insult you have said. I'm tired of this, I've lost my mind. And thanks to you, I left my friends behind. You don't even mind that you're wasting my life. And I get it, you don't care. I was replaceable from the start. It's like a knife right to the heart. Like a knife right to the heart. You twisted in my words, tried to put the blame on me, tried to go ahead and put your shame on me. I should have seen it coming from miles away. It was always so obvious how you hated me. I should have known you were going to betray me. It was bound to happen from the start. Told me to the wolves, that is what you did. Come and lick in pieces, you kill me again. You took your knife, shoved it in my heart. Let me be the light to create deadly art. I'm tired of this, I've lost my mind. And thanks to you, I left my friends behind. You don't even mind that you're wasting my life. And I get it, you don't care. I was replaceable from the start. It's like a knife right to the heart. Like a knife right to the heart.
Damn. Good job, James. Yeah, wow. I figured from the title it would be something, you know, but damn. The vocals and stuff. Now I'm on the fence between that being number 1 or Monsters in my head. Oh gosh. I need to make that as like a habit someday or whatever, that before I jump into albums or some shit, I just throw off these glasses or whatever. So anyway, and yes, I'm using this as a monocle, because I'm not going to throw them back on and off again. So now we got the 10th song, so we're going to do one more after this, at least for part 1 here, folks. And we got Forever. So let's see.
a tragedy, effective almost immediately. Shut myself away from everybody. Gotta fucking called you a million fucking times, trying to get your attention while I'm wasting my life. I'm wasting my time trying to be better when you never listen to me. It's cold just like December. Fuck all these people, they just look at me like I am a jester, but I'm a human being. Fuck on my hand for everything, fucking forever, ever. I'm stuck like this forever, forever. I'm stuck like this forever. It's complicated how I feel. People take advantage of it almost like a highlight reel, and it's draining me. I gotta bounce back, but I'm unsure how. I gotta step up and I can't back down. No matter the cost, forever lost in an endless cycle. Yeah, I know I'm fake, I heard all that shit before. Hiding beyond a wall that hides the ego. It protects me solely, need that seems so holy. Something above me, voice something below me. I fucking called you a million fucking times, trying to get your attention while I'm wasting my life. Yeah, I'm wasting my time trying to be better when you never listen to me. It's cold just like December. Fuck all of these people, they just look at me like I am a jester, but I'm a human being. Fuck on my hand for everything, fucking forever, ever. I'm stuck like this forever, forever. I'm stuck like this forever. I'm stuck like this forever. I'm stuck like this forever. This forever, forever.
Alrighty. That song was alright. I did like the rapping part of it, you know, because I think you're a good rapper, James, you know. You're a pretty decent rapper and everything. But the slow, softer moments of the lyrics, to me, were just like, okay. You know, it was mainly alright. But I loved that beat. I loved that soft guitar in the background, too. That, tune or whatever. That beat was pretty damn good. But anyway, folks, now we got the last song that we are going to be looking at here. At least I am, as of for the time being, for part 1. Remember, this is going to pretty much be like nothing to you folks, because I'm mainly going to be jumping over into part 2. You folks are going to see, but as of for me, I'm dividing this up into 2, like I said. So, for now, on this side, this is going to be the last song, and another time or whatever, I'm going to be moving over and then doing part 2 and then wrapping this up here. So let's look at the last song that we're going to be looking at here. I think, yeah, the last song. And let's see how this part 1 holds up with Moonlight, aka Erased, I guess. So anyway, let's take a look at this one here and wrap up part 1 for now. Then we will continue onwards with part 2, and then that's when I'll give my ultimate final verdict on this whole thing. Okay? Okay.
In the dark at night, I'm waiting for some light. Try to reconsider the actions I deliver. It is always on my mind how I'm always wasting time, fading into nothing, stuck under the moonlight. It's just another reflection, a moment of weakness, hard to come back from this. Hard to admit that I missed. Under the moonlight, I dwell on it. I'm fucking paranoid, I just try to avoid anything that changes pace. Anxiety in my face. I wish I was erased. Listen me quickly, under the moonlight. My mood has a sudden change, my body is burned in flames.
Alrighty. Okay. So that's the first 11 or half of the album here with this. Holy crap, we're over 40 minutes now with this first part here. I told you folks this would be long. You better have your popcorn and soda and shit or whatever. I'm telling you folks, this is long. Okay, so what did I put my headphones back on? Alright, so anyway, where's my mouse? There it is. Okay. So far I would say Knife Right to the Heart, the 9th song, is number 1 as of now. That may change by the time in a bit with part 2 coming here soon, very quick. But I'd say so far it's either Monsters in My Head or Knife Right to the Heart. But so far, I like Knife Right to the Heart the best out of this first half here of this. The least favorite, I would say, honestly, is Failure to me personally. And I'm not the best, describer with explaining why or whatever, but maybe it's just the beat or whatever, but it's not anything bad by any means either. I just didn't vibe with it as much compared to all the others. Rinse and Repeat was pretty good too. Rot was definitely depressing. It just made me think of like someone running away and, well, actually, no, it was more on, just letting them rot, letting them go, letting nature slowly consume them and take them over and everything. Monster in My Head was really damn good. I really liked Monster in My Head. Drugs was good too. Time Is Running Out was, alright. Change, I liked. Forever I liked as well, and Moonlight was, pretty good as well. So yeah, overall, for the time being, and so far at the moment, Knife Right to the Heart, the 9th song, is so far number 1 at its place. But like I said, folks, I am doing 2 parts to this here, and since nothing's really going to change for you, it's definitely, as the viewer, it's definitely going to be a big change for me and everything. This is specifically why, yeah, we're already at 40 minutes here with this. This is why I'm doing 2 parts with this stuff here, folks, and adding this in. So anyway, that's basically it for this first part here. I'll see you folks in a bit for part 2. So, hey, look at that. Wow, it's almost instantaneous or whatever for you folks. 1 minute, I was wearing a white shirt, no hat and shit. It was Tuesday or whatever. And now it's out, whatever, the next day or some crap. Isn't that amazing? It's the second after that. That is so crazy and insane. But anyway, folks, welcome to part 2 of part 2. Welcome to the second half of Depression Files is what I'm trying to say here. Welcome to the second half here. So we are going to be continuing along through Fake Friends, which is where we stopped at, and go all the way to the very end of the last song here and everything. Now, I'm not going to repeat myself again, but obviously if you watch from the beginning, you know why there's a sudden cut here and everything, so yeah. Anyway, get comfy again and everything, like I said. You better still have your popcorn and everything. Like I said, this is... This is a ride of a video here. But anyway, folks, I don't want to take too much of your guys' time or whatever because it's still long enough as it is. Overall, so far the songs, I will say that Knife Right Through the Heart is so far number 1. I really like that song. That song is really good and everything. And it actually made me cry. So let's see if these other remaining 12 songs can make me cry or not. They're definitely going to be depressing. So anyway, without further ado, let's jump on in and continue along this whole shit show of a journey, why don't we? This depressive slump of a ride that James always puts me through. Because he's got to torture me with this, and himself. Anyway, let's... Oh, shut up now.
Wake up.
I'm kind of glad that it happened. I'm pretty glad you're gone. I knew you were so wrong. I knew it all along. You give me friends, try to manipulate other people who supported you, but you won't go away. You won't go away. You set me right in my back. You lied to my face about everything. You tried hard to search all out. Killed off our friendship for your own gain. At first I was hurt. Now that you're gone, I don't feel any pain. We broke your romance. I hate you and all of these fake friends. All of these fake fucking friends.
Wake up. I hate you, drama.
Definitely pretty damn good. I liked that one. The emphasis of having fake friends and they only just pretend to be there for you and stuff. I've had my fair share of that too. Especially being on the internet for over 13, 14 years now. I've had this channel for God knows how long. I've had my fair share of fake friends who just pretend and act and shit. But anyway, definitely not a bad song. Definitely pretty good. I really liked the vocals in that, and everything was pretty damn good. Good emotion with that. So now we're going to look at Shy. So let's see what Shy brings.
There was just a simple girl and she struggled so much. And then there was this boy, he didn't care for her. He only cared about her body. He used her as a hobby. And she would cry alone at home. She prayed all night for someone to love her, for someone to be there for her. Somebody that she deserves, somebody that knows her worth. But she feels stuck and she can't get out. He abused her and she lost herself. She was shy and couldn't fight for herself. No, 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 no. No one would miss her. She's better off gone. Now that she's gone, everyone fakes reaction. Nobody tried to save her. Now it's too late. Now it's too late. 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 It wasn't any better at home. Her mom was gone and her dad was awful.
True.
He beat her, abused her, left her untreated. Didn't care for her. He abused her and she lost herself. She was shy and couldn't fight for herself. No, 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 no. No one would miss her. She's better off dead. Now that she's gone, everyone fakes reaction. Nobody tried to save her. Now it's too late.
Damn, that was sad. That legit made me think of Fluttershy being in that kind of shoes or whatever, against the, it's like Fluttershy being in a relationship with a said, stallion or whatever, or someone with Fluttershy's personality, that's sad, and it's really unfortunate too, and it's not just with, women as well that are shy and everything, it's also with males too that are shy or being too scared to stand up for yourself and everything. Or better yet, maybe it's not so much that you can't stand up for yourself, but no one takes you seriously enough, and that you ultimately pay the price for it. Yeah, that was pretty sad. Also took an interesting turn how it was on a third-person perspective instead of first-person, like all of these other songs that he's been doing and everything. I, me, my, you know, that kind of thing. So it was definitely an interesting take to take it on a more third-person perspective on that. But, yeah, damn. It's an unfortunate, sad reality that just happens in the real world too, which is even more sadder. Not just with women, but with men too. Abuse ain't no freaking joke, folks. But anyway, we got Cut My Eyes Out now. Definitely a good song too.
I hate you, drama.
I don't even want to see you. Hard to even believe you. Falling further behind. It's a pain that I'm blind to. Let me bleed, let me die. I don't care if I'm not fine. Cut my eyes out, let me bleed more. I lost everything that I fought for. All I feel is agony. Let me bleed, let me go. One more could I ever ask for? Cut my eyes out, let me die now. Let me die now. Let me die now. Let me die now. I don't even get it, I'm losing in the crash. When the cars collide in my life, give me a flash. My life flashed before me and everyone there with me. I lost every one of them. I was there alone. Blood was everywhere, and now I wanna go. Let me bleed, let me die. I don't care if I'm not fine. Cut my eyes out, let me bleed more. I lost everything that I fought for. All I feel is agony. Let me bleed, let me go. One more could I ever ask for? Cut my eyes out, let me die now. Let me die now. Let me die now. Cut my eyes out.
Damn. That's definitely another depressing one, obviously. He's really good with fast-paced rapping songs, or rather just fast-paced lyrics and stuff. He's really good on that. I don't even know if even I could do that. But anyway, pretty damn good so far. Still, Knife Right to the Heart is still #1 in place, by the way, with all of this here. So anyway, so now we got Jaded. Now we got Jaded.
I don't know what's wrong with me, I can't understand it. Stuck in a darker place, falling from your warm embrace. Yeah, I'm jaded, wish I could erase it. I feel numb, but let's face it, I can't change, I'm jaded. I can really feel anything at all. Everything is blurred like a smudge on my camera lens. Please just let it in, I'm always faded. I accept that I'm jaded. Walk away, fall to pieces every day. Put me in my grave, don't grieve for me, I wouldn't know. It's too late for me, I am far too gone. I left you behind. That's my spot. Yeah, I'm jaded, wish I could erase it. I feel numb, but let's face it, I can't change.
really good. I love that softness in that one. I love the softness in that one. We came close. That came close to me, but not just quite. So anyway, now we got the old me. Alright. Let's do it, folks.
I can't let him go. I can't let it go. So here we are now, me and you just standing face to face. I hate the old me who never tried to change. He would always quit caring no matter what would take place. You turned on every friend just for self-relief. Now you're comatose thanks to what I need. Jamie, please listen to me. I'm you, but much different. Use your damn ears. You drink too much and chase some highs. You felt numb when your dad died. How do you think he would feel? I hate the old me who never tried to change. He would always quit caring no matter what would take place. You turned on every friend just for self-relief. Now you're comatose thanks to what I need. I hate the old me who never tried to change. He would always quit caring no matter what would take place. You turned on every friend just for self-relief. Now you're comatose thanks to what I need. I know you're suicidal and you lost care for yourself and you just quit trying and now you feel like dying. But look at me now, I killed you off. I'm better now, but some time is still lost. If I were you still, I'd kill myself too. I hate the old me who never tried to change. He would always quit caring no matter what would take place. You turned on every friend just for self-relief. Now you're comatose thanks to what I need.
Holy shit. Oh god. I know always going to these is all depressing and everything. I expect that, but I was not expecting that. Oh man. That definitely must have bleed. Oh god, man. Why you gotta put yourself through such torture and stuff? Oh god, the mental shit, man. It really got to me when he said, you know, when your dad died, how would your dad feel? It was just like, ooh. Like, that was like a freaking nerve, though. Like how you go to the doctor or whatever, or some crap, you know. I had a ward, as you folks know, and everything, and I remembered, or whatever, anyway, like, you know how, like, doctors gotta be careful and stuff sometimes. I was at the dentist one time, quick side note, and as they were taking care of my teeth, my wisdom teeth or whatever, the dentist accidentally brushed just barely against a nerve, That's why I imagine what it felt like making that song and everything, that sharp, harsh pain just right there, even if it's just a tap at it, like hitting the root in a tree in a sense, instead of just the dirt around it, underground. I hope you folks get what I'm saying, like, that struck a nerve there, definitely. Definitely, yeah, oh my god. I knew it was going to be depressing, but I was not expecting that, holy shit. So now we got, the 17th one here now. So now we got, self-negligence. I hope I'm saying that right. Self-negligence, I think. Self-something. So anyway, we're gonna continue. And I can't decide now. Wait, what was the other one called again? The Old Me. Yeah, The Old Me. I can't decide if Old Me is at top so far or Knife Right to the Heart. Both so far are fidgeting with number one, I'd say. But yeah, holy crap. Alright, really damn good. So anyway, we're gonna move on over now to self-negligence or whatever. Self-something.
Eskimos. What is there to talk about? I don't wanna be any version of myself. I think I'd rather be left alone for a while now. I think it'd be better off if you went and leave. I am all by myself. I pushed everyone away. If I keep on fucking up, I'll end up in my own grave. Take a couple pills just to push away the pain. Yet I stand here alone under all the falling rain. I deserve all of the things I've been through, all the karma thanks to my actions. Beg God to forgive me for all that I've done. Now here I stand, a shell of a fucking man, a man without any plans. Grab my 45 and now I'll dance. Bullet in my head, survival no chance. I keep overthinking everything from the past. Call me a savior, give me a chance. Praying for change, but my brain just can't function. I'm insane. I am by myself. I am all by myself. I pushed everyone away. If I keep on fucking up, I'll end up in my own grave. Take a couple pills just to push away the pain. Yet I stand here alone under all the falling rain. I deserve all of the things I've been through, all the karma thanks to my actions. Beg God to forgive me for all that I've done. Overwhelmed by the demons screaming in my head. Take it telling me to harm myself. Over again, yeah. Over again, yeah. I hate myself and the shit I've done. The shit I cause, it shows itself. It's self-negligence, it's harming me. It's killing me and who I try to be. Who I want to be. I am all by myself. I pushed everyone away. If I keep on fucking up, I'll end up in my own grave. Take a couple pills just to push away the pain. Yet I stand here alone under all the falling rain. I deserve all of the things I've been through, all the karma thanks to my actions. Beg God to forgive me for all that I've done.
Damn. Gonna make me run out of tissues again if you keep this shit up, James. Alright. That was really damn good as well. Very damn good. I really liked the beat in that one, and I liked the beat, the bass in that one. The lyrics were really good and catchy, but of course very depressing. That was kind of haunting to hear that echo static effect or whatever of him whispering worthless. Like, that was a bit chilling. Like, that's, like, legit, I don't know, like, the angel and demon, and that's, like, the demon side just leaning in against your ear and whispering that stuff, you know. Like, a constant reminder in the back of your mind that no matter how much light or no matter what you do, there's always going to be that lingering doubt and that egotistical self-harm that would just always creep up back on you no matter what. Like your own shadow attacking you in some sense, you know. Just subtle hints here and there. Chilling, honestly. Chilling and shit. But anyway, so now we got the 18th one. I don't want to be here anymore. Oh, this is going to be a harsh one, I imagine. I don't want to be here anymore. Well, neither do I, but what can you do? Let's take a listen. Nice. Just a little something. I liked that. A more uppity bait, like you're facing the demon or whatever. I legit, when he said that line of, you said that I should kill myself, but how about I do it to you first? Like, I legit pictured like a Russian roulette kind of thing, like you both got guns or whatever, and it's like a, I don't know, like a close-up standoff between the two of you or whatever, and it's like a rolling dice kind of thing of like, who's gonna pull the trigger first, who's gonna get hit first, you know, him or the shadow or whatever kind of deal. But yeah, definitely a good, and I know it's not really an uppity beady, but definitely a good fast pace just to zip on by. So now we got Sayonara, whatever the hell that is, Dreams. Not the best reader. Something Dreams. He's gonna say it in the lyrics anyways, so. So I can't read shit.
It's kinda hard to open up. I keep it to myself. I let the pain come and build up. I am a lost cause. Sayonara dreams. I feel
Sayonara Dreams? Sayonara. What?
sayonara dreams.
Sayonara. The frick is sayonara mean? Hang on. I know I'm breaking immersion. Hang on a second, folks. What? I have never even heard of this. What the frick do you mean?
Sayonara. Sayonara.
Okay, it just means goodbye. Okay. But in what language? I don't know. Goodbye dreams, basically. Well, I'm gonna call it that. All right, let's get back to it. I need to have an understanding of what the song is. I can't just jump in.
I feel like I'm gonna scream. Everything is make believe, stuck inside a fantasy. Everything is dead, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm losing it. I lost my sense of time, falling right by every line. Dried in chalk, a chalk outline. My body is there, completely lifeless. Off the deep end, I went there, yeah. Thank you for the memories, they were all so dear to me. Gives me good adrenaline, and yet I lost it all. Lost my will to live, lost my will to try, lost my will to find, get a will to die. Mama, I'm so sorry for turning out so poorly. Papa, I'm so sorry I couldn't say goodbye. I tried to be strong, I tried to put a smile on my face. God, why can't I wake up? Sayonara dreams, I feel like I'm gonna scream. Everything is make believe, stuck inside a fantasy. Everything is dead, and I don't know why. I feel like I'm losing it. I lost my sense of time, falling right by every line. Dried in chalk, a chalk outline. My body is there, completely lifeless. Off the deep end, I went there, yeah. Sayonara dreams, say goodbye. Sayonara dreams, I don't know why. Sayonara dreams, I am fine. I don't know, I can't make up my mind. Let me rewind this. Let me re-envision it. I want you here to see my pain and the shit I go through.
Another good one. I legit, the only reason I looked that up is that I have never even seen that word. Sayonara. It's legit, I'm just learning this. Maybe something before or whatever, but I've legit never seen that word before, even heard of it, so I had to look up in the dictionary. You folks had to join in with me. So anyway, so now we got the 12th song, and yes, I'm using this as a monocle because I'm not going to throw this back on and off again. So anyway, so now we got Russian Roulette. Don't forget the vodka, comrade. Can't forget the vodka now.
Sitting here depressed like I normally do. Sitting by myself with this revolver too. What else do you want me to do? Try to give it up, that would benefit you. Sitting here playing Russian roulette. It's a time I never forget. I live with a bullet hole right in the side of my head. What I gotta live for? All I feel is weakness, losing my will to live with just a single bullet. Playing Russian roulette. I don't wanna try no more. Hard to rely on you when I feel so fucking hopeless. Let me lose myself in the moment. Let me lose myself in the moment. Take a couple shots, putting on my thoughts. Smoking on a car, I cannot pretend. I pull the trigger and accept the end. Sitting here playing Russian roulette. It's a time I never forget. I live with a bullet hole right in the side of my head. What I gotta live for? All I feel is weakness, losing my will to live with just a single bullet. Playing Russian roulette.
Nice. That was alright. Good beat and everything, but you know, that was fine. Decent. Was decent. I liked the beats and everything, and I liked the lyrics with that. But just the overall feeling I got from it, I guess. So anyway, now we got the second to last, which is I Don't Want to Die. No one does, but no one wants to die.
Paranoia, I deal with that. It strikes my mind. Everything went black. I don't feel okay. My mind's in a haze. I come that final grace. Who am I to tell anyone how I feel? I'm scared and alone. Fear has never felt so real. I don't wanna die, I know I'm not perfect, but I wanna try to put myself together and be with the ones I love. What's going on? What's even happening? What can I do? How can I escape? I try to express myself. I try to repair myself. I want to help myself, but I can't help but imagine I just keep feeling static. It has me being erratic. This death want me real soon. That's my part. Who am I to tell anyone how I feel? I'm scared and alone. Fear has never felt so real. I don't wanna die, I know I'm not perfect, but I wanna try to pull myself together and be with the ones I love.
Definitely eerie. A cry for help, if you will. Yeah, definitely. I don't know what else to really say for that one, other than pretty damn good. Okay. So now we reach the final conclusion of this, folks. The Depression Files. The last song of this whole monster album that he's made here for us and everything. So let's have a listen to this last one and wrap this massive sandwich up here, why don't we?
Kevin, please.
I'm depressed as shit and I lost my grip, falling off a cliff as I bite my
Wow. Oh my god, this video length is so long. Where are we at? What time is it? Another 40 minutes, or about 40 minutes or so. Okay. Holy crap. Okay, we're just gonna go all the way. We don't want that. I wanna go to the list here. Yeah, this is all the others that he's done before. Yeah, definitely unreleased tracks. What? I'm gonna have to check that out sometime for you, James. But yeah, so here's all of the other ones that he's done before. Definitely way better than Mad. I don't remember you. You got a new song in there, James? But yeah, anyway, definitely better than Mad. I don't think Mad is like a bad album or anything, but he's definitely earned the tier of the, I mean, it's alright, like, overrated as fuck, no. But that's like the definition too, I feel, with, Mad. This one here is definitely much better here. I really like this album a lot more. It's crazy how so big it is. You're making me go through, like, what, at least an hour and 20, 30 minutes with this here. But yeah, so as far as number one goes, the Depression Files is pretty damn good. They're all good. So far I would definitely say that Old Me is sitting at number one for me here. That one was really good. Definitely the most depressing, the most hard-hitting, in my view. That was, really damn good. Fake Friends was really good too. I really liked that one. Shy is just depressing and sad because, and I try not to, I know these are like, depressing songs here and everything, but it is an actual thing that does, happen with many people to this day, sadly, and it's just a really unfortunate, depressing truth, and it's not even just a matter of, like, adults, but also kids, too, and everything, and it's just the sad reality factor of people not taking you seriously, and you're just hopelessly trapped and being used on something, and it's just a really unfortunate, sad reality that, many people face, and that they just don't get the help or support that they desperately need. It's a sad thing. The weakest, I will say, personally, in my take, is, Failure, honestly. I didn't really vibe with the song. It's just overall okay, in my view, in my opinion. Forget Me is also sad. Rinse and Repeat is just like a cycle going through over and over again, like a hellish paradox in a sense, an endless loop over and over again. Rot is sad and depressing as well, but it's more so on just letting me, go already. Just let it happen. Let nature takes its course already. Monster in My Head. Yep. Monster in My Head was pretty good as well. Drugs was alright. Time Is Running Out. Change was like a bit hopeful, with a little bit of sparkle of something and stuff. Knife Right to the Heart is depressing. Utterly depressing. Moonlight was pretty good too. Fake Friends is sad. I've personally, like I said before and everything, I've had my fair share with friends. There's this one friend, I'm not going to say their name or anything, or the individual, but I had this one friend for a while ago where I was 13 or whatever, stuff, back when I was still kind of new to Steam and everything, and he was a bit of an abuser in a sense, because he would always ask me if I could get him, said game or whatever and stuff. And every time I couldn't or get the chance to, he would just get really pissed and mad. I would have friends, well, in the past, and I'm just speaking on experience here, well, they would get pissed off or just really upset and try to make me feel guilty, on not doing the thing that they want me to do and everything. And yeah, and it's kind of hard. I did get the feeling of shy too, because I've had that before too, on like not wanting to make someone mad or whatever. But it's also an unfortunate thing too, because shy is just a sad thing, honestly, because not only is it a real thing that happens, but it's also that, like, you're also scared to let them go because you don't know who to trust, but yet the one you trust is the user, and you're the one being used. It's an overall sad, unfortunate situation. Self-negligence was pretty good too. I Don't Want to Be Here Anymore was kind of a fun, quickie, speedy ride that I like, and more of like a stand-up kind of thing. Goodbye Dreams. I'm going to say, okay, I'm not going to try and say that word again because I suck at language, haha, yeah, I know, who gives a shit, but anyway, negligence, Dreams, so Goodbye Dreams, was pretty good too. Definitely a sad, somber thing. Russian Roulette was, depressing as well, with like a psycho game here and everything. I Don't Want to Die is definitely a sad, thing of like trying to escape and you're stuck in your own hell in prison, and you don't want to reach the other side just yet. And of course, the Depression Files, really damn good. Overall, looking at this whole big thing as a whole, right, I would say so far, The Old Me is sitting at number 1 for me so far, and the second in place is definitely going to be Knife Right to the Heart, another damn good one. Let's see, looking over here, Self-Negligence was pretty good too. I also cried in that one as well, so that's probably going to be in third place. Depression Files in fourth, and I don't know, I guess the rest would, kind of fall into place or whatever here. Rot was pretty good, so I guess fourth or fifth, whatever. There's too much for me to really give sort of a tier ranking in a sense, because there's freaking 22 of these songs here. But overall, the last place, I would say, the very last, is definitely going to be Failure. I didn't really, vibe with it. I just didn't really get a feel for that one. And that's just me on my personal take and everything on that. But overall, a very, depressing album here and everything. There's a specific reason as to why I always give a viewer discretion whenever I do these videos of reacting to his music, or whenever I do a Dementia Music Review that I've done before. I've done a bunch of them before now, like with every other time. All the grand memories of all the lovely years, the grand decline, grandiose recollections and beautiful years, which is my newest one. I always leave a viewer discretion, every single time in those videos, along with these reaction type videos here, because this stuff here, is pretty serious and everything, and I feel that it is unfortunate, to suffer through mental health and everything. But honestly, what I keep going back to, besides Old Me, and everything, what I always keep going back to is Shy, honestly. I keep thinking that, going back on that. And that's mainly not only that it's more on a third-person kind of perspective, like a storyteller. Like I said, James just saying me, I suffer, I effed up and stuff. It's more on she or he, whatever. I keep going back to that stuff because there's been times, in my life where I would honestly be too scared to stand up, be too scared to stand up for myself, and I would be too skittish and nervous to, make my own amends, and that unfortunate thing of people not listening, not taking you seriously, not taking you at face value or whatever, and unfortunately meeting that demise. It's a really unfortunate thing, you know, and it still happens. It still happens a lot to this day, you know, around the world and everything. I'm not trying to get in too deep or whatever, but it's just an unfortunate, sad thing. Shy, honestly, just kind of hits at me compared to all the others, even with Old Me, because it's something that's real and that happens and everything. It's more than just, you know, being depressed and sad, but also when you have a user, a puppet master in a sense, you know, forcefully doing the strings on you and stuff. I just find it's overall worse and stuff and everything. It's one thing to go through your own hell and mental state and everything, but to have a user being used on you, you know, using you in unwanted ways like that and everything, and to unfortunately meet your own demise and everything, you know, and then everyone gets all sad. It's just an unfortunate, sad thing that I overall feel that isn't addressed enough and everything, along with mental health in general, both men and women, but a bit more so on men, you know, because with us men, we can't really get emotional in some sense. We're not supposed to cry or get sad, because if you do, then, I don't know, you're looked at as some kind of wimp, beta, or some crap, you know. It's overall unfortunate and sad, but yeah, it's just how things are, unfortunately, in the, you know, in the real world. It's all harsh and stuff. But yeah, anyway, I don't want to get too sidetracked, and I don't want this video to be any longer than it already is. So yeah, overall, definitely another banger. Definitely much better than your Mad one here, James. Not that Mad is bad, but this one definitely takes the cake. It takes the cake so far. I can't decide if this is better than Breathe or not. Maybe Breathe is so far my most favorite album that you've done, but this is pretty much a close second. And for something being so big that I had to do 2 cuts with this shit, it's honestly crazy. But yeah, overall, definitely not a bad album by any chance. And if you folks are curious to check this out for yourself, or if you want to listen to some of the songs again or whatever, the link will be in the description below. Be sure to give my friends support here and everything. I know this isn't really, you know, the type of music that's uppity and beat and everything, but that's why, like I said before, I always leave a viewer discretion, and that's why I always give a fair, strong warning in the beginning of all these videos here, along with my Dementia Music Reviews and stuff and everything, because this stuff isn't really, you know, fun in the sense, but it is supportive of my friends here and everything, and music takes quite a bit of time to make, you know, finding the right beats, the lyrics and everything. So be sure to check out his music, you know, give him support, some love and everything. I know he appreciates me doing these every single time, and, you know, I do it for him because, you know, he's my best friend. I've freaking known him practically half my life now, and whatnot. So yeah. And if you folks are suffering through anything out there, I hope everything's okay and that you get the support and help you need. But anyway, folks, that's basically all I have to really say for this video here and everything. So with all that being said and out of the way, thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, so that you folks don't miss out on a future post or video that I make in the future, and that you can always be kept up to date with the channel here and everything. And lastly, if you folks have any requests or suggestions that you want me to do, feel free to tell me down in the comments below. But anyway, with all that being said and out of the way, thank you all so much for watching. So with all that being said, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe for more, and I will see you all sooner or later. Bye-bye, folks.